man, shout out Bradley Beal. We gotta rock the jersey today. My man Bradley Beal's season is over. He will not be playing in Orlando because of a shoulder injury, not COVID-19. So his season is officially over. Bradley Beal, in my opinion, has had an All-NBA type season. The guy carried the Wizards forward as much as he could with the help he had around him. A lot of young guys. And I hope he gets the recognition that he deserves, because I'm afraid that it may not happen. It already happened with the All-Star game, and it may happen with the All-NBA vote as well. But let's get into some numbers. Bradley Beal averaged 30.5 points per game, which is a career high. He also averaged 6.1 assists per game, which was another career high. He shot 45% from the field and 35% from three. The guy was a bucket all year. Now I know people are going to hold the Wizards record against him, but I mean, it's not his fault that he had a rebuilding type squad around him this year. I can't really blame him fully for that. But when you're looking at the stat sheet, when you're looking at the numbers, I mean, how can you not say this guy's an All-NBA, not an All-NBA type player, or he didn't have an All-NBA type year? I mean, you got to give him the respect. You know? But we going to see how that turned out. But with this Bradley Beal news breaking, what does this mean for the Wizards in general? Well, number one, they're not going to make the playoffs, obviously. Now, they really did have a chance to catch the Nets. Now I got to redo my whole schedule because everything's changed now. But they really did have a chance to catch the Nets, as Dinwiddie also is not playing for the Nets. So they pretty much playing with the reserve squad, just like the Wizards playing with the reserve squad. But it also gives the opportunity for a lot of these young guys that the Wizards are trying to develop, because this was a developing season anyway, to see who sticks and who doesn't, who can raise the trade value and who can't. So for guys like Rui Hachimura, Troy Brown, Jerome Robinson, Thomas Bryant, etc., this is all a chance to step up. This is all a bigger chance to step up. And I got a lot of eyes on Troy Brown Jr. because I feel like Brad being gone, it is going to increase the time that he has with the ball in his hands, which is where I think he's most comfortable and where he plays his best ball. When he has the ball in his hands, when he can run an offense a little bit, when he can run the pick and roll. So I'm very interested to see Troy Brown's, improvement, especially now that he's going to have more time with the ball in his hands and more time just on the court in general, due to all these points. It's a lot of points that needs to be taken up. With Bertans missing and Bradley Beal missing, that's about like 40 points right there gone from your team. So who's going to take up most of those points? Who's going to step up and fill those roles? Now, obviously, you got Hachi Moore, who I'm also curious to see. Apparently he added 10 pounds of muscle, and he's been working on his three-pointer. Because this was like an extended off season. You've been gone from hooping a while. You got some stuff to work on. Was able to get in the gym, work on some stuff that you was already going to work on in the real off season if COVID never happened. So this is an opportunity for all those young guys to prove that they can stick. Or this is also an opportunity for the Wizards front office to see who can raise the trade value. Who can show that they can be a nice piece on, a contending team as a bench player, or just trading to somebody else in a secondhand piece to a trade for a bigger star, a better player. So it's a lot of positives that still can be taken out of this Bradley Beal thing. Nobody thought the Wizards was going to make the playoffs anyway, unless you were a Wizards fan, obviously, and you still probably doubted that. So there's not really any negatives to be taken from this outside of people really kind of wanted to see Bradley Beal. So, I mean, it's tough. Bradley Beal had a great season. He had an All-NBA season, in my opinion. I think he deserves to be All-NBA. He carried the Wizards. We can't take nothing from him. Talk about record all you want, but you can't take nothing from the guy. He balled out. He did his thing. He did the best with the cards he was dealt. And as far as the Wizards young guy, it's your turn to step up. You are the guys now. You got to prove to the front office and to other people that you guys can play. You guys can ball. So I'm still excited to see Wizards basketball, man. It's been a while. I'm excited to see the young guys because a lot of them show potential throughout the season. So we're going to see what happens. But until next time, I'm out, y'all.